This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Dark Souls for the PS3. In the last episode, we traveled through the darkroot gardens and headed towards the Moonlight Butterfly, which we dispatched with somewhat ease with our friend Beatrice and our trusty crossbow here. We beat the creature, and it gave us something, a divine ember, to apparently it has something to do with being able to inspire divine energies into a weapon of some sort, so we'll take advantage of that. But first, I just wanted to show you something on my way back. I was going to show you in front of the blacksmith, but I almost forgot about this treasure. You see right in front of me there, that's the tower where the butterfly is. If you go up through this on the side, you'll find a dead body here, and it drops the elite knight armor, which I'm currently wearing. That's what the knight of Artorias, I think, or whatever his name was, the guy who helped us at the very beginning of the game, was wearing. I'd say this is probably one of the better heavyset armors, as opposed to unique drops or boss drops and stuff like that. And it's one of those things. It's slightly better than the knight armor set, just barely. It's a little bit heavier, but the stats overall are slightly. See, at level 2, the difference between the two helmets is only slightly, but it's just a bit better. So if you're wearing knight's armor and doing heavy sets, it's the one to go for, at least for a while, unless you want to be differently customized and whatnot. Like I said, there are ways to min-max in this game, but overall, sometimes you just got to play how you feel. But this is how I'm going with, at least for a while. So anyway, let's go back to the let's go to the blacksmith and give him this ember. Last spy saved it was the blacksmith's bonfire, so we're gonna teleport to that. I just wanted to show you that. I didn't want to get stuff off screen without you knowing. I mean, the only stuff I got off screen, if anything, is I grinded souls so I could buy Titanite shards to upgrade this knight's armor to level 2 or rank 2. Probably all of your stuff should probably be at 2, if not 3, depending on how you're going. But 2 or 3 should be a good point to where your stuff should be leveled up. Anyway, let's talk to the blacksmith.
That's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
Yes, I'll give that to you. Why not? There's no reason for me to keep it.
Thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Okay, basically what this means is you can reinforce your weapons that get to level 5. You can then upgrade them, either upgrade them straight to level 6, or you could upgrade them to divine weaponry. Now, I don't need that quite yet, but there is an area where we're going to go to where it'll be a little bit easier if I have a divine weapon. We can go there now, and if we do go there now, we do get the option to unlock a feature in the game, which can help for more difficult areas. However, I'm going to play it like I kind of did the first time I played, which means I probably won't go there till way later, and I probably won't even need the divine item, but it's definitely something to consider in mind. So at some point you'll want to level up.
Seeing you then. Be careful out there.
Anyway, you'll want to level up a not your main weapon, but just some weapon. Unless you're going with a pure faith build, then the divine weapon might not be too bad. But just find a weapon that is similar to your playstyle, but that you don't care about using too much after that point, and you'll want to upgrade a divine weapon. Like I said, we don't need that now, but you'll definitely want to keep this in mind. Luckily, there's pretty easy ways to get to the blacksmith. Like if you go to the main base back at Firelink Shrine, there's a easy way to go through the undead chantry to get to him. So. But anyway, we're going to check out... You remember when we were going through Darkroot Garden and there was an alternate path we could have taken? Well, there's two. There's the door of Artorias. Where you use the crest there, but that's not what I'm talking about. There's the first one we could have seen, but let me see if there's any more. Yeah, I want to kill them. By the way, if you have high item discovery, this is pretty good. These guys are pretty good for dropping poison and bleed relief items. So, which we'll need those for a place later on. But yeah, see, this is the way we could have gone before, which is fine. You could have gone this way if you wanted to. Not necessary. This will take us to basically this will take us back around to another area in the game we can we couldn't go through before unless we had a specific item. Now up here you got to be a little careful because off in the distance you see that there's a glowing thing up there, and I'm not talking about the message. There is a crystal lizard up here, so you want to not really sneak, but you just have to be aware that when you're going in this way that they're here, so that way you can try to get him before he disappears. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And you get a Twinkling Twilight Chunk. I don't think that he's guaranteed to drop both of those. I believe he's always going to drop the Twinkling Twilight, but the Chunk might be more based off item discovery. But you want to kill lizards because they help you, like the Twinkling Twilight will help you upgrade. Like, let's say you got, oh yeah, I want to equip the gargoyle helmet because even though it has a little less physical defense, it has better everything else. Anyway, I could actually upgrade this helmet if I want because it's a rare drop, and rare drops have don't use basic upgrade materials. The only problem with that is that they're basically rare drops are usually going to be better than a standard item or weapon, but they take a unique item to upgrade, which interestingly enough, there is going to be a creature later on in the game that'll drop Twinkling Twilights more regularly. And we get the leather armor. You would get this if you chose the hunter set, I believe, already. But by the way, that's from dropping down up here, so it's something you could easily miss. Alright. I want to go back, which we could get here. See, this will just take us all the way back up there. I just dropped there to get the leather armor. I'm going to try to find most stuff that I can find normally. There is quite a few things in the game that you have to have high item discovery for it to drop. Kind of like with the Stone Guardians, where they'll drop like their armor and weapons if you're not if you've got high item discovery. Unfortunately, there's one more item I need to increase my item discovery exponentially. But with having my humanity at least at 10, I have a higher, I at least have a decent chance of dropping stuff. So anyway, let's see if we can unlock another. There should be. The reason I'm kind of slow here is because there's actually someone near. Ah, there's a Black Knight nearby. I hate these guys. They're probably easier if you're doing like range or got a good position. This might be pretty good. I want to be able to basically sneak around. Might be able to shoot an arrow at him while he's coming by. And the only problem with doing the crossbow is it's a bit short on the. Oh, he's only got a bow, or not bow. He's got a spear, so he's not. I was trying to sneak attack him. There we go. See, there's a little trick to this if you're aware of positioning. Yeah, I didn't get that time, but luckily. Alright. Luckily with those guys, I didn't drop any Black Knight gear. Well, there's a spot near the end of the game where you'll encounter more of those guys, so if you're going to try to get their weaponry or their armor, you have it there, so I'm not too annoyed, not really. Go down here. The Grass Crest Shield. I believe this is the one I want to use for the rest of the game, if I'm correct. Yeah, I've got a lot of hollow soldier shields. Is this the one I want? Yeah, that's it. I don't think it's as good as the current shield I've got. Yeah, unfortunately it's not completely physical, but what it does is it has a stamina improving effect. So I'll want to upgrade this shield as soon as I can. But yeah, my stamina will improve ever so slightly better with this shield on. So there's also a ring that does that too, but shield's the most effective way because even if you're two-handing it, you still get the benefit as long as you're wearing it. So anyway, here we have another. Now this will take us to another spot, which will bring us back around to another area. The monsters in there are a little bit difficult, so as well as the there's a couple of big creatures in there as well. This is one of those places you probably don't want to interact with for quite a while. I don't know if I really have the levels for it as well. Actually, it's been a while since I've done a quick leveling session, so let me get. I think I just want to do a bit of everything for this one. That should be good. Anyway, so I'm not going to do this one yet, but just be aware that that is one way to go. I want to show you what I originally wanted to show you in the first place, so let's go back. That'll take. Well, I guess I could just say it. It takes you to a place called the Valley of Drakes, which connect to 2 other areas. One we haven't gone to yet, and then actually no, technically 3 areas depending on how you do it. It'll take you to the Firelink Shrine, Valley, an area we haven't been to yet. Well, actually 2 areas we haven't been to yet. I don't want to say the names of them yet. Not really spoilers, but it's another way to get to a couple of different areas. And weirdly enough, going through the Valley of Drakes will take you to an area that you'd probably... Basically, it takes you to an area that we'll have to go to anyway, but it basically skips a whole area if you go through the Valley of Drakes instead. Anyway, we go through... okay, well, let me show you the first shortcut first. There's a couple of strong enemies here. I don't know if we'll... Well, there's actually one. There's a big creature and a bunch of small creatures. We haven't seen what the big or small creature can do. You can see them off in the background. It looks like they're gonna follow me if I'm not quick enough. Crystal golems is what we have to worry about here. They are strong to physical attacks. I think they're weak to fire and maybe lightning. I remember not being able to do a ton of damage to them, so you just kind of have to wheedle them down a bit. See, look at how fast my stamina is. I mean, oh, by the way, you can't sneak attack them. Oh, nice. Not too bad, but I think they drop blue shards for for weapon magic upgrades. But yeah, they're a little tough. But if you're a pyromancer or lightning, I think hurts them. Weapons will eventually kill them. Just takes a little time. Now, this is a shortcut we could have come across if we had the master keys earlier. Unfortunately, there's also a nasty NPC back here too. Not a talking one, just an aggressive one. And well, aha! Good thing he can't automatically attack you, but he's waiting for my ass right here. This guy's kind of tough because of the weapon he carries. The good thing is he's very susceptible to backstab damage, but he is very hardy, and his weapon hurts a lot. But let's see if I can just run past him. Yeah, this guy is very aggressive, too. See, now, the cool thing about this area is that if you have the master key, it helps you bypass a lot of areas, too, if you really want to. But for the experience of the game, as well as leveling up and getting to know what I want, unless you're like a really, a big expert on the game. Oh, yeah. There we go. I might actually die. Let's run. I forgot about that undead dude there. I want to try to get him to reset by going through the boss area. Well, it doesn't work. It's not a boss area for me anymore, but. Oh wow, this guy's aggressive as hell. He's probably gonna kill me. Yeah. Well, there you go. Damn, that guy's he usually resets when you get to that door back there. Man. Talk about a pay the old patootie. Alright, well, let's try to fight him officially this time. I really wanted to just show you that you could get back to Undeadburg from there. But, well, there you go. That's what you get for being, Oh yeah, I'll have to remember to mark that. Death to, Havel the Great, or whatever his name is called. I want to be human, though, for this part, so I'll use some humanity and reset myself. Reverse it. Yeah, well, remember, folks, don't be cocky in this game, you know, because this game will teach you a lesson you'll never forget. It's like you want to be your own boss. Well, boo-hoo-dly-hoo, you know. Although weirdly enough, Havel will not go out that main door back into the dark garden anyway. But for some reason, he followed me all the way to the boss area. He's not supposed to do that. The AI is so weird in this game sometimes. Like, you think you figured it out after all these years, and then it does stuff like that, and you're like, what the heck, Havel? You're not supposed to... Oh, by the way, his name's Havel. We'll find out how his name's Havel here in a second when I beat him. If I beat him. He's really nasty. Even with heavy armor, like, unless you have really high poise or really heavy armor, he bashes through that, like, really easily with his, Basically, if that undead dude hadn't blocked my time, I probably would have gotten past him soon, but actually, you know what I want to do, I think? You know where we'll just stick as is. I need to get my stuff back. Well, I don't need to, but I did work for that, so. Okay. Let's just do this again. I probably could have cut to when I got back to it, but yeah, that's fine. I'll just show you my work towards it. I might just run past the bridge. What I should have done instead of going at that ladder, I should have just kept running across the bridge. He would have eventually stopped. There we go. Yeah, so I should just destroy that skeleton because I'm powerful enough to kill him in one hit. Yeah, I probably should have just ran across the bridge, and Havel at some point would have reset. He's got to have stopped following me by now. Yeah, okay. So I just got unlucky when he attacked me from that door. Because he was right at the edge of his influence. But, yeah, sorry. The whole reason I showed that is to show you that how intertwined... Oh, excuse me. How intertwined this game is. It's ridiculous how cool that the game interconnects itself with other areas. By going through Darkroot Garden... Oh, what? Did she get... He got a good shot at me and killed me. Are you kidding me, game? God. Oh, I should just kill him, but he keeps getting my stuff. Okay, this time I'm not going to show you because we've already seen what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get my souls off screen, and I'll probably be undead at that point because I want to. I just want to get the souls, and I don't want to waste my humanity on it. So I'll see you in a second when I get my souls back, and I'm actively fighting Havel at that point. So I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, welcome back. After that, I got my. Oh, I got a message appears. Yeah. That's beside the point. Anyway, I got my souls back, made it to the bottom here. I changed my armor a bit because I want to be a little bit faster than this. This is one of those guys you really can't just go pound for pound and tank unless you're at like a really high soul level or you've upgraded your armor to +5 at this point. There's a way to beat him. You just have to basically, if you're meleeing him, you basically want to backstab him for the most part. If you're raging him, pyromancy, magic, and lightning will work on this guy. But like I said, if you're ranged, you're going to have to go through this. If you're a thief, the bandit knife, upgrade bandit knife is really good because the bandit knife, I think, does like ×3 damage if you backstab. It's crazy. So that's one benefit to playing the thief. But alright, let's see if we can tackle this guy this time when we're actually aware of his moves. Now that's one way to do it, is you could just like do this. And that is one solid method. I'm going to... Yeah! And see if we can keep this pattern going. Nope. Oh well, it doesn't always work. Like, there's a way to just keep backstabbing him. Like, if you know where he's gonna, like, stand up, for example, then you could just, keep backstabbing him, see? Not too difficult, but he is, you know, like I said, he's one of those guys that if you're not paying attention, he will crunch you, you know, that's just... Alright, let's see if we can get him again. Sometimes we can get him to... Oh, come on. There we go. Like I said, I wouldn't call it super difficult, but, you know, just be aware he can kill you in, like, almost one hit, really, I mean... but really just take it slow and steady is the way to go. Alright, is that it? Do we have any more hits? Alright. Havel the Great is defeated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, anyway, I need to... Whew. Alright, we get Havel's Ring. A really good ring for those who want to be dex build but wear a little heavy armor, or a heavy armor who wants to at least move at a decent range. Let me just show you the ring. And this is how we tell who that was, by the way. Havel's Ring. This ring was named after Havel the Rock, Lord Gwyn's old battlefield compatriot. Havel's men wore the ring to express faith in their leader and to carry a heavier load. Now, one rumor is that this might not actually be Havel, this is just one of his companions, but he's wearing... There's a set of armor called Havel's armor, and it looks just like that, so I think that was Havel, personally. So, anyway, it raises your weight limit. Show you how much it is. Currently, it's 84 with Havel's Ring. If you take it off, it's 56, so that is 20 28? Really? 84? Yeah, it raises the equipment load by 28. That's pretty good, actually. There might be a percentage involved. Let's just say if you're using if you're tanking and want to move a bit better, wear it, or if you're doing a dex build but want to wear a little heavier armor, you might consider that as well. Anyway, we'll switch back on the elite armor for that. Oops, I think I accidentally equipped that. Yeah, the leather boots worked pretty well there, so alright. So yeah, I even move a lot. I mean, I don't move super fast, but I move a lot faster than I did before, see? Yeah, the Havel's ring is going to be, for the most part, is going to be one of the rings I keep on for a good deal of the time until I raise my endurance a bit more. Not a whole lot more, but just enough. Alright, I don't want to go too far forward because there is a creature here that's pretty nasty. Let's finish these guys off. Did I miss like one of those hits? Oh well. Even if he hits me, my shield's pretty good at this point. Alright, see, yeah, I just love being able to actually move for once. Like I said, not required, but yeah, I mean, you could still tank it and be fine without that, but it definitely helps. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, and I can actually dodge for once. That's probably one of the few, one of the sad things about being a tank is that you don't get to fully appreciate the movement range of Dex players. Although the thing about Dex players though is that if you're playing a Dex build, you basically need to be good at dodging in this game. Otherwise, you're going to take hits. You're going to take heavier hits and more damage for a lot of part. While tanks are going to more likely be able to take a few hits and not have to heal as currently. Oh, there's the first sign of our enemy that's in the corners. They spit water bullets at you. Yeah, pretty nasty. You can actually, if you're good at the game, you can actually get those water bullets to hit the crystal golems and kill them that way. Probably not the most effective manner, but if you want to, you can. So anyway, let's see if we can. The problem is you'll find out in a second what that is. By the way, so that's in the ground. I could try to hit him from there. If I was a magic build, I'd be hitting him. Actually, I just range. Unfortunately, the crossbow, even at +5, doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh well, this will probably be my main range, except for I'll only use the bow for distracting purposes for the most part, or areas where it's just easier to range it down a bit. The main reason I don't want to step out there is I don't want to mess with the. I don't want to pull it yet until I've. I want to get that. Come on over, buddy. Yeah, see, I'm not doing a lot of damage with that bow, but that's not the point. Unless you're playing. I mean, it's good to have a ranged weapon. There's no doubt about it. It'd be stupid to play. If you're not doing magic, then you need some range. Like I said, that Moonlight Butterfly is a prime example of if you didn't have range, it'd take you forever to do that fight because, well, you're having to wait for it to lay down. Technically, if the creature never decided to lay down, you'd be pretty screwed. Alright. Let's kill that guy. I think, is that it? I could have swore there was like one. Yeah, none of them dropped blue shards for me. Oh well, the problem with this guy is you have to get in close. His range is the most dangerous. Let's see. Go once, and we'll find out here in a second what it actually is. Alright, let's see if we can get closer. Crap. Well, luckily, like he doesn't instantly destroy me with his range. God. Yep, here it is. The Hydra. Now you... I shouldn't really lock on to this guy. You have to get him to attack you this way. There's no... Luckily, if you have a decent shield, this guy isn't too bad. You have to kill all of his heads, by the way. And, well, you need to get him to attack you. This is probably easier with a heavy build than it is with any other build. Oh, too bad I don't have that... I don't have that ring that lets you move through heavy areas. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, I haven't gone back to the asylum yet. That's where that is. I might do that after this now that I think about it. Or I might show you where it is off screen. Because there's a ring I can get that allows me to move through heavy liquid like that with these. Did I move that far away? Man. Okay. By the way, you have to be very careful because God, this sucks not being able to move through water that easily. Yeah, see, you could range them, but that's not really the best way to do this fight. Yeah, see, this is one of the most intimidating bosses I ever encountered when I first played the game. I was so afraid to get so close to this dude because of his range and everything with that, but then when you actually get up to him, and he has to like physically attack you via his heads, it's not that bad. It's just, he's like a lot of bosses in this game, he's intimidating. I just wanted to, yeah, luckily he's not too smart either. Ah, dang it. The only problem is I don't want to go to the Insane Asylum and stay there because I just want to grab the ring that you can get from that. It was a little early for that. I kind of didn't want to describe what the ring does or is until I actually went there, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm really going to need it, especially for one of the next areas I'll have to encounter later on in the game. Oh, dang it. Come on, don't shoot. We could do a range game, but it's not the most effective. Is not the most effective way to fight this guy. Yeah, look how like it's just crazy. Ah, dang it, glitched up into the thing. He can hit me. It doesn't happen too often, but he can do it. Usually bypasses like straight over me or something. God, can't get him to hit in the head. I wish he'd move a bit closer. I may have to range him if I can't get those heads to drop properly. Or fall on the right spot. Maybe I need to move a bit, ever so slightly. Dang it. Alright, come on. This guy... I wouldn't call him a pushover, but the first time you encounter him, it does seem like you're in for a bit of hurt, but don't use your blast of energy on me, come on. God damn it. I hate being so slow. And getting stuck in this water right here. Shit. I'm sorry, my ear is like really itching right now. Oh, come on. God, being so slow in this water is ridiculous. God, fuck, come on. I do not want the whole episode to be me doing this. Was I not hitting him? I better have been hitting him. There we go, got another head. I mean, I guess technically you don't have to destroy all his heads, but you need to do enough damage to him to finish him off. There we go. Looks like there's 2 heads left. Did I actually hit him? Unfortunately, because of the way this works, targeting does not. It doesn't target his head. It targets the. Oh, come on! If you moved a little bit closer, so I didn't have to stay in the water. Look at this. This fucking glitchiness. Okay, I'm gonna need to like switch to like a bow or something like that so I can try to hit them. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to do that. Because frankly, I'm not hitting like I need to. I can't aim for a head. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I wasn't meaning for this to take so long. Unfortunately, the short bow doesn't do a lot of damage because it's split. frankly. Yeah, I forgot that there was a reason I needed to go back to the Undead Asylum this early in the game. Is he dead yet? No, not yet. Now I'm gonna arrow him. I didn't want to do this, but I've got no choice because it's just gonna take forever trying to get his head to attack me the way I want it to, you know? Luckily this does work. It's just more effective to hit him in the heads when they come down to attack you. So he should be... Alright, come on. He'll die eventually. This is almost kind of pathetic. For a boss that intimidates me so much when I first played this game, now that I know how to beat it, it's almost ridiculous how easy it actually is. A little annoying that I can't move properly in this water, but, you know, whatever. Come on. Is he dead? Thank you. Oh. Nice, good. Dragon Scale and the Dust Crown Ring for that. Whew, alright. Let's see, what time am I at here? I'll go for a few more minutes just because... Oh, by the way, here's the Knight armor if you didn't choose to play as the Knight at the beginning of the game. Good for you. Oh, I might as well read what that Dust Crown Ring does while we're looking at it. This magic crown-shaped ring was granted to Princess Dusk of Ulysses. Ulusil? Maybe it's Ulusil. Ulusil upon her birth. The ring stone allows its bearer to cast additional sorceries, but at the cost of 1/2 of HP. If you're a heavy sorcerer build and you're good about dodging, it's definitely not a bad option for being a spellcaster. Although that's really only better at low levels. God, I can't believe I have to go through this slow water. There's a ring you can get, like I said, I've been mentioning multiple times that there's a ring you can get later on that helps you move through this stuff with ease. And I don't know if I want to do the beginning of next episode. I might do that beginning of episode now that I think about it. And the reason I want to do it is because really there's going to be an area that we eventually go to that you want to do that with that ring. Like it's a case of, yes, you want it. Now if you go over here, it's kind of hard to tell initially, but there is like a walking area here. If you walk out too far, you'll fall into the depths. Where the Hydra was, you can't go out there and go straight on and attack its head because it's open water there and you'll just drown. But if you crawl over to the side here, you can find a hidden area. I don't think it's activated yet. I think I might either have to go to a bonfire or quit and restart. I guess I have to quit and restart because there's no one here yet. There's a creature that appears here later on that I was looking for, but I may have to quit my game and restart. Sometimes quitting your game and restarting does that, and sometimes it doesn't. So anyway, now with that Hydra out of the way, and we've taken on Havel the Great and destroyed him, and he destroyed us like 2 times, and finding an alternate path back to Undeadburg. There's more secrets to be told as we passed by an elevator earlier near that waterfall. Where does that take us? To the backside of Darkroot Garden and what secrets it holds. So in the next episode of Dark Souls, we'll tackle what those are, and perhaps take a trip to the Asylum of Old to get an item we need for the future adventures. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and don't go hollow now, you hear?